welcome to the English Bridge Workshop main hall, really. That's where the glass from Jane Grey landed when it was delivered to my studio as a donation. This is how it came to me in boxes, the dust of many years of work from this lady who did beautiful works for the Abbey, for Shrewsbury Abbey. And it's a privilege to have these little pieces because all sorts of glass is in it. Different companies, French, German, English. So the English company which closed, which is Heath. And it gives you an example of the quality of the colors. This is beautiful blue and greens. The thickness of the glass, which is like a hardly wood glass, really, very thick. This would be a bit thinner, but hardly wood as well. You could recognize the textures in it. And there are different colors. You see, she had put pale blue, blue, pink, white, red. Over the years, they mixed a little bit. So when I go through the box, I discover other colors than just blue. Well, I'm ready to keep going with a bit of cleaning. So gloves on. What would really make you feel like nature is gorgeous, really. That's a beautiful blue, this one. There's a blue here, which is nice as well. That's a lovely one. There's some wave in it, wow. Oh, that had to be found for the last one. Gorgeous. Really gorgeous. I have to try it. Show the waves on it. The water might just bother us, you know. Yeah. So this is really nice, isn't it? Yeah, the waves here. There we are. Cameras don't always catch what we want to see, but stained glass is the most difficult to take pictures of. I think everybody will agree with that. So after viewing the boxes, which were in the hall, we came back to my studio, and you can see on the table most of the glass which I've cut from my own stock, but also the contribution from her boxes, really, from Jane's boxes. One of the contributions from the box that she had of browns, really, was this little piece, which would be really on the edge of the window, a bit like a mystery corner of the, like a wood, but it's not a wood, obviously in preface, but mystery corner of the land. Then I had a few already cut, really, circle pieces like this, circular pieces. And I felt like, because the egg of the silver steady blue is perfectly round and beautifully geometrical, really, it would be really lovely to have a few circles like this. Not probably being the egg itself, but just, you know, a circular pattern. And for different sites, like this one would be for thinking of a view from the top of an oak tree, surrounded by heather at the bottom of its trunk. Then for the blue here, would be more like a signature to mark the land that it is for the silver steady blue, so I would be painting on it. Silver steady blues, which would be flying, like you've got a little bit on my design there. Among the small pieces, little jewels lying around them, I had this green mixed with brown, which is a beautiful tone for the brown, for the silver studded blue. One of the patterns which would be on its wings. When it comes to the rabbits. I think they got the best. I found the hole for the rabbits for them to hide themselves and have a little bit of contrast of color, but this kind of surrounding welcoming corner, which is this little piece. The beauty of that piece of glass, which below would have a little bit of reference of different tones of heather and blue and brown, and this is one of those little finds in my boxes. Now I haven't laid everything on the table, but you've got more pieces which are already cut, which are in my boxes, like I explained earlier in the film. And basically, some of them will be cut later out of the box again from Jane's stocks. Bigger pieces which I could use, which I've selected, including this one, which has beautiful green and heather in it as well. Really good timing to have Jane's donation to the studio when I was doing this work. I will make note of which pieces are from Heath collections, really, for the client to know that some of their pieces in the window have a history of stained glass in England and mouse-blown glass in England. I'm about to show you what I call my little mess, which is a stage at which the window is nearly cut, but some more pieces have to be done soon from a larger piece of glass. And what I've done because of that, I've freed the space on which I had laid all the pieces, like you could see at the top. You know, they were all laid on like that. So I've placed them in little trays, but because I also want to paint on the glass later, I've started a sketchbook, which is for gathering the pieces which are close one to another with a theme which is similar, or simply with the fact that they are on one side of the window and another one will be on another side. So I've got side A and side B. So on side B I would have, for an example, let me find my pieces. So side B, that's this one. So when I'll be painting, it'll be quite simple. I'll place it there really at the moment just to show you the details. There we are, so a few pieces that way and that way. So all those pieces will be painted on this side, and I want to make sure that when I paint on it, I already know very well what I will be doing. So I will do a few drawings to scale. So it's nearly half done, so half of the window is, you know, like that on my sketchbook, ready to be sketched. And then I'm also getting ready to cut more glass before I do that, before I sketch. I'm planning a big cut, really. Big cut time from this beautiful piece, which is much bigger than the other pieces, as you could imagine. All the other pieces I've cut came out of small, medium-sized glass, like what I have on my table, like this kind of size. But this is a big piece, so this big piece, for example, all those pieces here are meant to be out of that. So there will be different patterns in the glass coming from that glass. And once I've cut that one, really, then I'll be happy to place it on the easel. Another story to tell you later and show you. Enjoy the glass. Isn't it beautiful? I love my work. So, finished for now. The day is done.